Yeah, hello everybody. It's James. I have a song for you, and a little report on my guitar here. Tuned up. I kind of practiced a couple of instrumentals on it here, but I finally did the binding on it. If you recall, I had binding issues, and I fixed this right here. It's not perfect, but it's got binding here now. It's super glue plus plastic binding that I got at StuMac. And then it was missing almost half the binding on the bottom. Like from right here where my finger is. This is where it started. I started it here. I taped it with masking tape. It's still a little not smooth here, but I shaved it down with a X-Acto knife, kind of a big red-handled X-Acto knife with the number 11 type blade on it, not the carving type. Anyway, it goes, this is like new binding all the way here, all the way to here, and then right up to right there where my thumb is. This is the end of it right here. So not binding, new binding right there. And kind of a little, I could shave it down some more. I'm just not brave enough. This is like a fillet of CA glue and baking soda. I used lots of baking soda. I repaired this area right where my thumb is. This, actually right here. You can hardly see it, but there's a kind of a filled area of baking soda here where I pushed the delaminated body together and I CA'd it, and then I filled in the gap with baking soda and dripped in more CA glue, thin CA from StuMac. So this is Frankenstein one, Halloween. I can get this turned around here. Still have some bridge work to do. My bridge is kind of not put in on right. I think it's supposed to be hammered in with a plastic hammer, and I didn't do that. I just tried to use a string force. So that's my next project, is to take probably the strings off and tap that in and then put new strings on it. I was working in my lab late one night, and I came across an eerie sight. For my monster rose up his slab, and to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. He was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. He caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. From the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the goblins came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They caught on in a flash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The party had just begun. The guests included so-and-so Drac and his son. The band had just arrived. It was Igor was on chains, followed by the Coffin Bangers and the Crypt Kicker 5. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They caught on in a flash. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. Drac was banging in his coffin and raised the lid and said just one thing when he raised and shook his fist. Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. It's now a graveyard smash. It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. Now my monster mash is the hit of the land. And the band, and Drek is now part of the band. And there's room for you, the living, too. Just knock on the door and tell him Boris sent you. Then you can mash. Then you can monster mash. You'll catch on in a flash. You can mash. You can monster mash. You'll be a graveyard smash. You can mash. You can monster mash. All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy Halloween. It's a couple of weeks from now. Have a good one. Turn this off. Have a good one. Happy Halloween. Thank you for watching.